Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Julie, and in today's video, we'll be discussing how to make neutrals not boring. Warm neutrals remain one of the most popular interior design color palettes, and for good reason. Rooms enveloped in this color story feel cozy, warm, inviting, calm, serene, relaxing. I mean, what's not to love? But how do you know when you're overdoing warm neutrals and end up with a boring beige box? If you're into this hot and trendy look and want to execute it with ease, this video is for you. I believe that warm neutrals have definite staying power even if they seem very trendy right now. I'm sure you've seen it all over social media, often referred to as desert modern or California casual or even warm luxe. There are so many names, but the feeling is all the same. The great thing about a neutral palette is it has the ability to act as a foundation to layer on just about any color once you tire of the look. You can swap out the curtains, the bedding, the area rugs, or decor and accessories with minimal effort and without blowing your budget. In this video, I will share my top 5 tips on designing with warm neutrals in a fresh and dynamic way. Whether you love minimalist or maximalist interiors, farmhouse or modern, eclectic or traditional, neutrals really do work for a variety of styles, budgets, and needs. Starting with my first tip, don't neglect the architectural finishing and details. We're talking about all of the walls and ceilings in a room. There are so many different paint treatments that you can apply to warm neutrals that will help it come alive. Lime wash, Venetian plaster, and Roman clay all have the same visual effect, but they're all applied in different mediums. A lime wash is akin to paint mixed with clay. Venetian plaster is hand applied and it almost adds another thicker layer to your existing walls. Roman clay is another pigmented mix that can be applied to the walls. You really can mix a variety of these paint treatments in a ton of different colors, from warm neutrals to completely saturated hues. Moving on to wall treatment. Wall treatments that look fabulous in a warm neutral space include natural stone detailing, aged brick, carved limestone, or if you have a more tropical aesthetic, try bamboo or grass cloth on the walls or even the ceilings. For a more refined look, I love wood slat detailing. Focused on a single wall, this adds so much dimension to a space. Finish the look off with overhead distressed ceiling beams, decorative columns, and pillars. If you're looking to add really interesting details to your already neutral space, try one of these architectural finishes. The beauty about it is that it can simply be applied to the walls or the ceiling that you already have existing in the space. Let's move on to textured furniture. The key to making warm neutrals work in a space is to mix modern and antiques. Think about a really dynamic mix of natural wood tones with something chrome or brass. Look for furniture in really cool organic shapes, curved lines, or if you're going for a very raw and organic look, try natural textiles and fabrics like leather, linen, boucle, shearling, wools, cottons, and velvets. Raw, organic, unfinished, contrasted with natural materials in warm, neutral hues. Next comes something bold. We're talking statement artwork, patterned drapery, even a really beautiful area rug underneath. Look for tone-on-tone patterns without a lot of heavy contrasting. Persian and Oriental area rugs look really beautiful underfoot, especially against minimal furniture. If you're looking to make a bold statement in a space, how about an oversized piece of artwork that lends a focal point to your living room? You can install one huge piece of art or a collection of your favorite prints. Think about contrasting a light and bright space with something bold and defined. Blacks and browns make a bold statement against pristine whites. My next tip is to just add plants. Plants have the ability to brighten up just about any type of room they come in contact with. Think about a huge oversized tree in your living room. Or maybe a tall vertical potted plant in the corner of your bedroom. Look to the surface areas in your space to help dictate where you scatter these plants. And finally, for the finishing touches, decor and accessories really can make or break a neutral space. Decorative items need to have meaning if they belong in your home. Think about sourcing pieces that are not only beautiful, but when displayed with intent, help guide your eyes from one corner of the room to the next. Think about how you can spark moments of intrigue and joy with something interesting, quirky, vintage, and organic. I am all about sentiment and style, so you want to make sure that all of your decor and accessory picks echo both of these details, and you'll get it right every single time. Remember the cardinal rules of threes when styling a vignette with decorative objects. If you need a refresher, make sure you check out my video on my top 9 styling tips when decorating coffee tables, consoles, and more. I also want to link my favorite vintage, antique, and secondhand shops in the description box below. It ranges from Etsy, First Dibs, Cherish, even Facebook Marketplace. I love Craigslist and eBay, but I'm also a very tactile person. I always want to have these objects in hand, so I love to scour flea markets, local thrift stores. I'll even head into my local Goodwill or Salvation Army if there's one nearby. There's definitely a strategy for shopping decorative objects online, and I want to share all of my keywords with you. Always start with a descriptive adjective and then follow with a really simple noun. Descriptions can include terracotta, vintage, wabi-sabi, clay, terrain, marble, brass, travertine, natural stone, onyx, ceramic, ornate, antique, vintage, carved, aged, even Tunisian. And then you'll follow with vessel, vase, pot, pottery, sculpture, bowl, catch-all, footed bowl. I always keep a list of keywords when shopping for clients or myself online. I truly believe that the devil is in the details. You know, a room feels right when it just begs to be touched. I want to experience a room. I want all of my sensories to be overloaded. And typically in a space that has a lot of color, it is a lot of sensory overload. Right now, I'm living in a space, I'm looking at it right now. Kamari's toys are strewn all over the place, and there's all sorts of color. So I've never appreciated a neutral space more than I do now. It's almost like a calm little respite when I'm out of the common areas and I'm into like my own bedroom or my office, and I just want to relax and unwind. Remember that the smallest decisions can really transform a space into something truly magical, and that is what I want you to feel about your own home. Even if you're decorating with color and you're not a huge fan of warm neutrals, you still can implement these basic design principles. Harmony, balance, symmetry, repetition, texture, really all of these play in to how a room looks and feels. Remember that the most important goal for your space is to design with heart and wake up feeling inspired every single day. That's it for this video. If you're loving warm neutrals and you're inspired by a particular color palette, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if there are any other color stories that you want me to tackle next. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click that little notification bell to be notified of new videos that we drop every Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.